excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Jaren Jackson.
Unfortunately, his block numbers have been going down the last couple seasons. Offensive players seem to have figured out ways to get around him to limit his impact.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Wells is out there with Vince Williams. Then there's Edey. And there's Jackson. And for Toronto, the guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's Ingram at the 3 spot. At this point of the season, you can really start, Richard, to feel teams kicking into gear.
Oh, this is about the time when things seem to get rolling. I know I wasn't necessarily a ready out the gate type player. It takes some games to get into your groove.
Now here's Jackson over Barnes. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got the opening basket of the game for Memphis.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
And that one's good quickly. And here is Williams. Pass to Wells. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Moving so well for his size. Jakob is fantastic in that two-man action.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper-aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks.
And the whole court is open for Ingram. He's got the accuracy to hit that from mid-range.
Williams, a screen on Barrett. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. 5 to shoot. Wells sets the pick for Williams. 3-pointers off the mark. Toronto, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Jackson a screen on Quickly. Williams looking around. Misses the 3. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Yeah, they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game, creating a lot of calls that often went their way.
Here's Wells, following the score by Jakob Pirtle. Quickly against Williams. Back to Jackson. Edey with a screen for Williams. And another miss by Memphis. Here's the Raptors with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Ingram with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Hands it from downtown.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Now we get a chance to check out some numbers for Scotty Barnes.
The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's getting around 20 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
And the dunk by Jackson.
The more time Jackson spins at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Down low, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Williams. Hasn't made one yet. Three-pointer. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Quickly. He's got 5. There at the pass to Ingram. Barnes outside. Back to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. So, RJ, when you think about Jaren Jackson, defense is the first thing that comes to mind, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Triple J is a force. He's a perennial candidate for all defensive honors, and I'm glad I didn't have to shoot on this guy.
And here are the Raptors now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Barnes, screen on Williams to the inside. Out to Ingram. Fires from deep. Barnes. It's rebounded by Memphis. An even 3-on-3 break. Williams passes to Jackson. To the paint. Ingram finds Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
What a slam by Jakob. You could see the confidence that he plays with down low.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Vince Williams. Here's Shed. His last outing, he had 18 points. 5 on the clock. The turnaround J did. That's good.
So much balance when Dick's in the air. Always able to square his chest and make a confident stroke.
Pass to Aldama. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Some nice passing there by Memphis from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Here's Shed. No scoring in this one. Pass to Dick. Over Jackson. That's short off the rim.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Caldwell-Pope passes to Aldama. And here's Jackson. Looking for Edey. He gets it there. Tries from 7. Rebound by the Raptors. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Here's Shed. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Barnes is checked in for Toronto. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 14-6 run. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Landale. Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Fast break Toronto. Up the floor. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Lets the three fly. That shot off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Raptors lead by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter, we've got Caldwell Pope, John Conchar out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Jock Landale, and it's Spencer in at the point.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Pass to Conchar. There's a screen by Aldama. Conchar, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Landale. 4 on the shot clock. From short range. Misses from close range. Raptors leading by 5. That's tipped. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Caldwell Pope. A rebound by Shed. The Raptors shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, and knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Pass to Mobo. Here's the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Caldwell Pope passes to Spencer. Memphis moving that ball around. The 3. Conchar can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 5. Here's Shed. Off target with his 3. Grizzlies have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. A nice shot by Spencer.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Toronto making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Here's Ingram. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Pass to Shed. 6 to shoot. Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. Over Jackson, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Now, here's Wells. Bounce pass from Aldama. Dick with the steal. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Williams. Pass to Landale. Shoots over Ingram. Landale misses. Toronto leading by 4. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
2 on the clock. Ingram wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 9.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Jackson finds Williams. There's a screen by Aldama. Back to Jackson. Here's Landale. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Toronto. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Dick. Raptors need to get a shot. And here's Barnes for 3. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Trying to get something going. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ingram outside. Shoots over Aldama. And it's Ingram missing. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Williams. Jackson down low. He's covered by Ingram. And good that time. He has 6.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, in an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Oh, a tricky move by Jackson Jr. Use a little pump fake to get the defender off balance.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Iserlohn. He's ready to talk things through with them. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Jalen Wells.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GMs.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not equal.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 5. Ingram a screen on Williams. Quickly the pass to Ingram. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Williams finds Edey. Outside Williams. Wells sets the pick for Williams. Williams with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Ingram. Grizzlies making the shot. Tries it from 19. Count that one. Ingram's got 9 points in the quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Launches it. It's good from long range.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the half. Ingram a screen on Williams. Quickly the pass to Ingram. Back to Quickly. From downtown. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Now Wells. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. Memphis moving it around. Jackson from long range. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
One of many weapons in Jackson Jr.'s arsenal. He can spot up on you and make it look too easy.
Quickly against Williams. with the drive, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The Grizzlies trailing. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. And so quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Pirtle. Ingram outside. Screen by Pirtle. And it's Ingram missing. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Well, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Wells has got his second basket of the night.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies out in front as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
Fans, let's turn up and get ready for your coffee fight arena entertainment.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
It's a good opportunity for them to gain some momentum. On paper, they should win a lion's share of these matchups.
Well, we'll see if they can go on a run, and you're talking Lions. I'm saying they have the horses to do it. And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper, and trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport toilet paper now out of my head. Chasing guys off the arc would be the first thing I'd recommend. Airport toilet paper?
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Toronto trailing. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
Silky three-point shot by Ingram. Just goes to the arc and knocks it down.
Memphis has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Pass to Jackson. Pirtle against Edey. And here is Williams. Just 5 on the clock. It's Jackson atop the key. Over Barnes. No good off the front iron.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. Free throw line jump shot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era, when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
And the Raptors with the ball. The Grizzlies making the shot. Quickly finds Barrett. Screen by Pirtle. Here's the teardrop. It's sent back by Edey. Williams against Quickly. Left side Jackson. Here's Edey. The shot's good. Edey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 16. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Zach Edey picks one up.
Just great focus to finish through the foul. Pirtle showing how much he wanted it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Shooting 1.
Free throw, no good for Pirtle.
Obviously, Pirtle has been well coached in his career, but absorbing the wisdom, that's something you got to do yourself, and it's paying off for him right now.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's Barrett on the wing, tackled by Wells. And here's quickly for three. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside Williams, back to Wells. Memphis moving that ball around. Williams for 3. Offensive rebound. And a dunk by Edey.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Here's Pirtle. Grizzlies making the shot. Barnes outside. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Memphis leading. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. There's the 3. Wells' shot is good. Wells has got 8.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
It's Ingram on the wing. Pass to Pirtle. And they call an illegal screen here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Toronto. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on.
And for the Raptors, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. 5th best, the Grizzlies.
When you look at their recent defensive numbers, they've been among the best in the league. I like the energy that they're playing with.
Edey finds Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Memphis lead. The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Quickly the pass to Ingram. Will it go? And again, no good by Toronto.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Wells kicks to Williams. Pass to Jackson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's quickly. And Toronto turns it over again.
Okay, a chance to check out some stats for Wells. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. The Raptors making a switch here. Bobo's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. to Aldama. Here's Wells. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Barnes. There's the drive. And the dunk by Barnes.
The defense could not keep up with Barnes on that drive. He just took it right to him.
Back to Williams. Wells wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Williams against Quickly. Pass to Aldama. To the left wing. Williams for three. It's rebounded by Barrett.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Quickly setting the pick for Barrett. Shoots over Wells. Barrett, no good. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player, he said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you guys.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And Toronto has possession following the score by Memphis. Pass to Dick. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis leading by 9. There's 1:17 left in the third. Pass to Landale. For the three. The shot will not fall. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Abaji. 46 seconds left in the third. There's the pick. Tries it from the top of the key. Nice jump shot. Good. Diggs got 9 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Landale. Toronto grabs the miss. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Fires the three. That shot is off. And so it's Memphis heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Jock Landale. Jaren Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Contavious Caldwell Pope, and it's Spencer in at the 1. Now here's Barnes after the miss from Contavious Caldwell Pope. Pass to Dick. Barnes the screen. Let's go. Dick can't get it to go.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's Spencer. This one for 3. Aldama can't hit. Raptors trail by 7. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Mobo. He's defended by Landale. Dick passes to Barnes. Dick with the screen on Jackson. And that one's good. Barnes.
Oh, great decision-making from Barnes there. So good at letting the pick and roll develop.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Aldama inside. Dick defending.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Barnes outside. To the inside. Mobile. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. Coach kept it calm, but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
I think you can tell Jackson Jr. is enjoying himself on offense, playing with a ton of energy.
Here's Walter. And here is Barnes. Out to Ingram. Back to Barnes. It's Ingram on the wing. Beyond the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Jackson, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
And here are the Grizzlies now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Down low and stolen by Barnes. Out in his own on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Nice instincts there defensively. Great to see Barnes getting after it like this.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Outside Jackson. There's a screen by Aldama. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now here's Barnes. And it's Barnes snapping it down.
This kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Here's Spencer. Edey with it. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Raptors trail by 6. Now, quickly. Ingram outside. Just 5 to shoot. Drives to the hoop and slams up by Ingram.
Vicious finish by Ingram.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Pass to Wells. Williams a screen to the paint. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
And that one falls for Williams. The Raptors have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Pass to Pirtle. On the wing, Barnes. Outside, Barrett. Shot clock at 6. The shot from 20 feet away. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Barrett. That's now 8 points for Barnes.
In trouble with the 24-second clock, get it to Barnes. That guy knows what to do.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now here's Ingram. Barnes the screen. Pass to Barrett. Back to Barnes. That's worth a 3. And it misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Williams outside. Jackson looking around. Jackson with the screen. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Outside Ingram. Barnes outside. Now Ingram. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Quickly against Williams. Now Jackson. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Here's Barrett. Puts up the 3. And down goes the 3.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Williams against Quickly. Now here's Wells. Now Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Jackson. He drills the 3.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Now Ingram. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Barnes the screen. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Williams outside. And here is Wells. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ingram outside. Birtle sets the pick for Ingram. Buries the deep ball.
Cool and calm. Brandon Ingram. Wow.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
R.J. Barrett. First personal foul. 13 foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. 14 foul. Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really won. He's got one more, though. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. 4-point game. Barnes, screen on Williams. Ingram. And he does not hit. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Grizzlies,
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
And the Raptors call time here. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Grizzlies.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Raptors call time here. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them, so why not go down fighting?
So the Grizzlies take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Jaren, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor. But is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, you know, all those things keep you engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, you know, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaren. Congrats on your success.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And now, our player of the game, Jaren Jackson Jr.